Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles and we're going to talk poinsettias today with Kristin Hildabrand. She's the Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. And Kristin, I said it properly.
You
I
did.
used the
You did
proper
great.
poinsettia. But a lot of people, they see these poinsettias out there and they think, I don't know which one to buy. I don't know, but all I know is it's beautiful.
Right.
But you have some tips.
Yes. So there's a lot of different colors of poinsettias that are out there today. You know, a lot of times people think of red, and that's the most popular traditional color that everybody enjoys. But there's some new varieties out that you might want to consider if you want to kind of change it up with your decor inside your home. So this one that we have right here, dead center in between us, this is a Picasso.
Oh.
This one's really pretty. It's kind of more on the pinkish side, and you can see that it's got some dark shades of pink and then some lighter shades of pink, and it's also got flecks on the bracts that we talked about yesterday. So a lot of people think of those as petals, but they're actually modified leaves called bracts. And so this one's is a really pretty if you want to go on a touch of pink. The two that are behind you on the set are, we have white, and white goes really well with a lot of different things in your home. I really like white because it, you know, kind of represents that purity around Christmas time. But then there's also a marbled look right in front of the white one here that we have. It's a bicolor, so we have dark pink on the bracts there and then kind of a white along the margin. That one's really, really pretty and kind of gives you some other further interest. This one right here, I really like because it is called Winter Rose, and so you can see it kind of imitates what a rose might look like. And this one I found was in the color of red. So it's really a pretty poinsettia that might be a little bit different just because of that rose type look. So here's another option that you have. And then if you don't really like just red by itself, this one also has some flecks in it of white as well. They called this a glitter one. And I liked it. It really stood out in the greenhouse. And all of these were grown pretty locally by Mammoth Cave Transplant. Janet starts pretty early in the year, and again, she has to have so many, you know, night, you know, where there's a lot of shade there. But, you know, there's a lot of different varieties. So whatever fits your interests, definitely go that way. But a couple of things you might want to be looking at in the store. For sure, you definitely want to look for the maturity of the plant. And so you might be asking, yesterday we looked at what the true flowers are. This is called Cyathea, and they're kind of more in the center here. So whenever you're looking at your poinsettia, definitely look and make sure that the, yeah, thanks for pointing it out there. You definitely want to look and see that those are kind of tight or just beginning to open. If they're really like kind of showing the pollen, you don't have as much time left on your poinsettia. And so if you go for one that's kind of tightly closed or just beginning to open, you've got a lot more time left on your plant as well. So the other thing I like to point out is that the actual foil that's around the bottom. It's really pretty this time of year. It goes along with the color scheme of your potted plant, but you definitely want to look, Joanna, and feel about the root system. So because poinsettias really like the warm temperatures found in Mexico, that's where they're indigenous to, you want to make sure it's not too awful watered. Most of the time your bracts will kind of show a wilting kind of look. So if you see that in the store, if you were to buy it, you might want to stay away from it because they really don't like real wet roots or wet feet because of the root rot issues. So that's something else to kind of look at. You know, most of the time in stores, you're going to see a sea of poinsettias. And so take your time when you're making this kind of decision. We like to see some dark green foliage all the way down to the root, you know, to the soil level. Another thing you can look is at the canopy of the particular type of potted plant. They usually like to be 2.5 times taller than the diameter. And so this one is a nice example of that. You can see this one is a smaller type size versus, you know, the one that's behind you, that white kind. So that one's actually got 3 plants in it. This one only has, I think, 1 or 2. So you're going to pay a little bit different price for one that's a little bit smaller versus one that's got 3 plants in it. The big thing is that when you get it home, It doesn't like those cold air drafts. So you really want to make sure that you protect, especially when you're moving it from a warm environment to a cold environment. So this protective sleeve is really good to put around it, and you just basically push it up. Make sure that you don't damage the bracts as you do it at the same time.
All right, so keep it warm, all kinds of care tips. If you want more information, contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.